Hello, High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Welcome back. All Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, 144,000. And this is going to be a very powerful transmission and our transmission and messages for the 1111 Gateway. I hope you're all doing well. I'll also be bringing in some information from the transmission from the Arcturians and a little bit more information about the global LeyLine project that I've started to share about. And a call out to all of you who feel like you're grid keepers and gatekeepers. And we'll be talking a little bit more about what's happening and why there's suddenly such a shift in many of us talking about grid work, okay? And every single one of us has done this work before. So what I'm sharing today is light encoded. It's to help your soul, your higher self, connect with your heart and the messages, whether you're a masculine, whether you're a feminine, we're all in this together, and we're all to start really knowing that we can be assisting the move forward and the anchoring in of the light codes and preparing new earth and making this earth a better place without actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Not being, not being concerned about being fully in our mission. Some of us are, some of us are just remembering, and that's perfect. But the grid keeping, the gatekeeping has moved like up a notch. And that's what the Arcturians wanted me to share with you all, because of the urgency of the timelines have changed. So the timelines for all of us started to change in 2020, but they've really been ramped up since the Lions Gate in this year. So I'll share a little bit more about that. So welcome back, everyone. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Please, as I'm sharing this information, comment down below and let us all know, are you a grid keeper? Are you a gatekeeper? Have you already been doing this? Do you have questions about that? Are you wondering, like, I'm on LeyLines, what can I do? So that's what some of the information is about. But before I get into all of that, I'm going to translate the messages that they brought to me for this 1111 gateway. So there's going to be another massive awakening for Starseeds and Lightworkers and Empaths. Not that we just didn't have enough through the eclipse season, but we're really going to be anchoring in and unpacking what was given to us through the eclipse season, which just ended at the end of October. And the 1111, you might start seeing the numbers 1111. It is a power number. It is a sacred number. It's a key code within us, a DNA activation. And it starts to get quite loud. So on my journey in 2011, on the 11th of November, I actually had a mechanical malfunction near one of the very powerful ley lines in Washington state. And I'm in Canada, but that was part and parcel of my team saying it's now time for you to start paying attention. And it was all handled very succinctly. And I kept seeing 1111 on clocks for the next couple of days. And then it was after the fact that I understood that that was my alarm clock. So for some of us, we're going to be receiving quite profound information and, or again, through another accelerated activation and download period, DNA expansion through the 11th of November. For many Starseeds and Lightworkers, there's going to be an awakening, another level of awakening for more of our ground crew to start realizing that we're all here together. We're all working together. Okay. So that's so amazing. So I did send out a light encoded newsletter. That link, I'll put it in the description box below. It's also in my community tab, and I've been sharing it out on all my social media. So thank you for signing up. I only send it out once a month, and there's usually some very amazing offers depending on what's going on. And there is an offer on right now until the 5th of November. So check that out. And what else? Yeah, the information in there was channeled through the high councils, the star councils, and also the Arcturians, and of course, blessed with lighting codes from Prime Source Creator and from the Divine Mother as well. Okay, so yeah, this is super exciting. All right, so let's get into the messages. So I have pulled some cards. I'm going to pull some cards live as well, but I wanted to just make sure that I had enough time at the end to not make this video too long. Okay. So, for those of you who are new, thank you for my new subscribers. So my name is Pink Bella. Aloha Therapy is my umbrella that I work under. I was given the name for all of you to find me based on love and aloha when I was in Maui in 2011. And it was after the story that I just told you about as well. So yeah, it was I had quite a profound acceleration. And of course, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help as many of you as well level up and move into your soul mission, move into your expansion, being able to receive downloads, etc. Okay. So I do offer something called quantum healing with the Akashic records. And what that does is I get downloads and transmissions from your higher self and your team. The quantum healing is multiple timelines get cleared through personal sessions with me, and that allows you to move into higher vibration, move into some of your gifts and abilities, and just like obliterates old timelines that are holding you back, like ancestral imprints, soul contracts. For some, there's like, dark arts magic that's been placed on you and humanity. Okay. So that's a little bit of a story around me. I remembered first being a starseed in the 90s. Then I went into Lightworker, and I'm a healer, all of that. And that was me bringing my abilities back from multiple lifetimes, from Atlantis, from Lemuria, from being a galactic starseed as well. Okay. So I work on multiple levels, and the light encoding is also through my videos as well as the newsletters. All right. And that's activating parts of your soul to remember who you are and why you came. So thank you all for being here with me today. That's just a little bit of an update about me. So I just asked for the best messages for all of us as we're preparing for this Lion's Gate. So the first message that came in is Isis. Many of us are connected to Goddess Isis, and she's also assisting many of us to remember our lifetimes in Egypt and Atlantis. This is an Earth Star activation. We're anchoring, we're grounding energy in, and there's the Merkaba there, but it's also the Earth Star is connected to our soul mission, and it allows us to anchor into the new crystalline grids. So that's also part of what I assist you with as well, because for some of you that might be new. For some of you, it also could have been destabilized through the eclipse season. Okay, so lots of grounding and anchoring in and activating our Earth Star at this time. Third eye activation comes in all the time, and I actually asked the teams, could you bring us something else? They're like, no, this is super important. So for many of you, your third eyes are leveling up to a higher level, and or they're just coming online for the first time. Okay, so it says brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. And I will share with you, my vision the last week has it'll go from being very blurry to very clear. So that is like the mechanism, the light technology that we have within is being adjusted at this time. Okay. Third message, chamber of the violet flame. So if you don't know anything about the violet flame, please look it up. It's one of the tools that I work with in my sessions, and it's for karmic release and radical transformation. Okay. The fourth message is the Stargate heart. I love this because it's like the Wizard of Oz. We're on this huge adventure. Our heart chakra is this powerful, it's not just a chakra, it's a powerful Stargate. And for some of you, your chakra systems are elevating into a Stargate system as well. Okay, so it says heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. And there's the Emerald City that we're all working towards as well. I saw Merkaba in two of the messages. So that means many of us are Merkaba Stargate system as well, is going through an evolutionary healing and repair, and that will be different for all of you. Okay. I love this. The Arcturians came in just to make sure, because I've already been working with them. They're my main team that I'm working with on the GRIDWORKER LeyLine project. Evolutionary downloads, recalling our power, future thinking. I love it. I get so much information from the Oracle cards every single time I pull them. So the Arcturians are my boots on the ground galactic team, and the teams come in and out. I work with different teams all the time, even for your sessions. And the Arcturians to me have always been bringing me schematics and maps and key codes and Stargate systems. So that's what I was taken offline with in October. They were downloading me with this information so that I would be able to start sharing it all with you. So they're going to be bringing in the information around the Stargate system. And for many of you, even if we don't feel connected to the Arcturians, they're the galactic teams that are helping us with with preparing within to facilitate our soul missions and elevate to the next level of what we need to do and be, because we are the ground crew. Whether you want to call yourself a Lightworker, a Starseed, 144,000, a Blue Ray, a Gridkeeper, a Gatekeeper, a Healer, it's all something that we resonate with, but we're all here interconnected around the planet, being called to work on certain things at this time. Okay. All right. So I, again, just ask them, what are the main key messages for this gateway for us? First off, integration. So we are absolutely going through a new level of higher self downloads and integration at this time. Okay. And that when we are receiving these light code activations, some of us have gone through incredible ascension symptoms. Some haven't had any. It doesn't mean too much. It just means that you're at a different evolutionary stage. But that's us overwriting our carbon-based DNA and bringing on our light activated DNA. Okay. So that is part and parcel of a new higher self integration and another connection as well. We also we're going through upgrades, light body activations, like you can't make this up. Okay. So we're going through an incredible accelerated time through this 1111 gateway, which will then prepare us for the 1212 gateway, the solstice, and then boom, we're in 2024. Finally, oh, I love this because the dragons showed up. So I've been sharing more about the dragons the last couple months, and I will be pulling dragon messages for us. The dragons are wisdom keepers, and they're letting us know that we're going to be going through initiations, especially if you want to work really, really deeply with the dragons. There will be some initiations because we're rebuilding trust with them to make sure that we're in our integrity, because ourself on a soul level or our ancestors went through a time period down here on earth where the dragons were mistreated, just as the divine feminines were mistreated. Both of those energies were kind of removed off the planet because they went hand in hand. So the dragons, if you would like to work deeply with them, there will be an initiation process as well. Okay, let's move into the next messages. So Starseeds right away. Starseeds Lightworkers, what lights you up? And actually I kind of equated this to, we're lighting up the grid. We're preparing the grid system for the next level of transmissions and light codes for the galactics to come in and work a little bit more to assist us. Okay. It's like they're clearing up the static and we're assisting them. It's super cool. Boundaries came in. This is a big message, not only for the 1111 gateway, but also November for setting boundaries and for ensuring that we're maintaining our energy and we're really paying attention to not just doing things with certain individuals or not allowing them to sort of take over. We're becoming more free and sovereign. So just pay attention to any boundaries that you need to establish before the 1111 and afterwards as well. Okay. The final message is soul family. This is an incredible time to start connecting with more of our own tribe. And also it's a perfect time to start calling in some of your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. All right. I love that. Okay. I did do a quantum reading, a tarot reading. And for those of you, I did do like a voice update on Telegram. This is a different reading. I did the voice update yesterday, and I will be doing a deep dive into some of the world updates on Rumble soon. Not sure when, but anyway. So I wanted to just look overall, what is our quantum reading that we need for this gateway? We got boredom and discontent. So and what's interesting is the waiting room came in twice in this reading as well. So some of you have been feeling, what do we have? We have the 5 of Pentacles as well as the counterparts. So some of you have been feeling like lost, abandoned, unclear about your new direction. That's the waiting room, and that will come in. Okay, so that's just to confirm maybe where some of you have been at. Maybe you feel like you're in a loop around the ascension symptoms, etc. Okay, then we received, there's the hangman, which is the waiting room. You've been in stasis. That's the message. You've been in stasis to repair to repair at a cellular level, to upgrade your chakra system, your meridians, your quantum field, so that you can move forward with positive energy. And also, as I'm recording this today, we are at Saturn is going direct as well, which is a big, like, I feel like that's a big weight off of us. That's also been keeping a lot of people in a holding pattern. Okay, that's just a cosmic contract with some of the planets that we have here. Then, okay, all right. Okay. This has been impacting all of that. What I just shared has been impacting our sacral chakra, which the counterbalance is the third eye. So it's been impacting many of us. It's been impacting our creativity, our abundance, our manifesting abilities. And there's the queen manifestors. So that's coming back online. All right. That's coming back online. And sacral chakra is also about joy and keeping our vibe high. We received the waiting room again. This is interesting. These cards ended up, they ended up piling in together. So the waiting room has been for us to go through this huge healing and elevation. And our heart, because our heart chakras needed to be expanded. They're turning into a Stargate. What's the Stargate? Stargate is a higher elevation of the chakra system. Okay, now this is super interesting. So these are our overall messages. Many of us are leaving stasis now because our heart chakra is now repaired. Now this is interesting. The death card came in and that's the death of the ego, but it's also the Scorpio energy, which is what we're in right now. So a huge death and rebirth through October. This was to allow many of us to tune in and start to remember that we are goddesses and high priestesses, and we're very, very intuitive. The intuitive messages, superpowers as well, is for you masculines. And also the Star Council's card came in. So it's been to allow many of you to start connecting in more with certain Star Council downloads and activations and schematics, like what I've been sharing as well. Okay. The schematics could be also sacred geometry, another level of light language, could be different symbols and colors and rays coming in as well. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pull a couple more cards and then I'll move into the second part of this video today, which is about the LeyLine project. Okay. Right off the bat, 11th chakra, just confirming, many star seeds are being brought online and being given an opportunity to connect in more with the galactic star councils, so you can start moving into another level of your soul mission and work, and are just starting. We got the high heart, the beloved, the unicorn energy, which is so beautiful. That's very much like playing with our inner child. The high heart as well is part of our heart chakra, and it's also becoming a Stargate, an internal Stargate, because don't forget there's so many levels to this. Our work on the new LeyLine project is also connected to these new Stargates, which is helping us all evolve as well. And it's helping more Starseeds and Lightworkers to come online, but it's also helping us to connect in with the dragons and the unicorns. Okay. But the message, the beloved, that could pertain to divine unions, but it's also a reminder that we're sovereign and free, and that the beloved is us, that we have this potential to tap in to the cosmic heart of the universe, whether that be prime source energy or the divine mother energy, whatever you want to call it, to help us feel loved and supported more as well. Because it's been, when we incarnated, we came in blindfolded, we came in without memories, and we've been going through deeper levels of awakening as we go through all the gateways as well. All right, final message. Oh, I love it. Root chakra, there's Mother Mary and Joshua. Our root chakras have been recalibrated and are in the process. That's when the Earth star comes up. Our root chakra actually has to reconnect with our Earth star system. And that, because our chakras becoming Stargates, we literally have been going through a very deep rebirth process as well. Okay, so just to let you all know that. And some of you are very much connected to Joshua, to Mother Mary, and to that divine feminine, divine Christed energy that's been activated within us. Okay, so I'm just going to ask the dragons what dragon wants to come in to assist us through this as we prepare and head towards the 1111 gateway. Ooh, the golden Christed dragon. Let me look at this card and just see. So there's candles, there's crystals, there's this golden energy coming out of the heart chakra. And the message is bringing in higher love so that we can embody more of this Christed light. We are absorbing at a deep level this Christed light, and we are protected, and we're expanding our heart and chakras, fifth dimensional and beyond, just depending on where you are at. Okay. I'm being guided to pull 2 more dragon messages. I love it. The green dragon, which goes along with that emerald green dragon transmission that I brought in a couple of weeks ago, helps you to tune into the secrets of nature. Nature, literally, we absorb sacred geometry when we're in nature, like the new codes. So we're able to receive more of our answers and our downloads. Okay, it's helping us to align with our divine mission, our divine service. I love that. Thank you, green dragons. And yeah, and I see keys. That's what they're just sharing with me. They were just showing me that sacred geometry is in nature, and we receive it as well when we're there. Oh, I love this. Perfect. Orange and gold dragon from Arcturian. I just shared this. Thank you, Arcturian. So this is a perfect dragon to come in today. Opens us to knowledge for the new golden age and allows us to receive those blueprints. So we are carrying the energy of the future, so that we'll all be guiding lights together. Thank you so much, Arcturians. Okay, let's just pull 1 unicorn message and 1 crystal, and then I'll move into the keeper information. I love it. We got the unicorn of delight, which is the joy unicorn, to help us keep our vibe high. We're count our blessings and enjoy our life. Take pleasure in simple things and always expect the best. What a great message for all of us. And let's pull 1 crystal message for us. Ooh, I love it. So this is not a common greenstone, but they're just letting me know any greenstone for this gateway to help you stay in balance. This is actually called Seraphonite. It's for heart and third eye unification as well, but any greenstone, green aventurine, jade, whatever you're drawn to. Okay. All right. I'm going to move into part 2 and talk about, I'm just going to share my screen here too. Let me just see where we want to go. Okay. Okay, so this is just one image of LeyLines, and I specifically just picked the one in North America, so that's where I'm at. All right, so what is going on? So I've been doing leyline and grid work and vortex work my entire life. It was just been part of it, and it's been allowing me to wake up. And many of us get called to go to some of the well-known vortexes that we all know. Mine specifically has been many places around the planet, but the key one that really activated me was the pyramids in Egypt, in Giza. So, but what's been helping me recently is to start studying the ley line and the vortex maps. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I've been actually doing this work consciously in my area in the Pacific Northwest, in around Vancouver, BC, Canada, West Coast, consciously guided by my team and by the Galactics since 2017. But then I started to realize I actually have been doing it unconsciously. So some of you may be doing this unconsciously, but you also, when I start to show you some of these images, it's going to awaken something within you, within your soul, and you're going to realize that you're a grid keeper and also a gatekeeper. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about that. So the Arcturians are channeling in the information to share right now. So there was a beautiful soul who asked if there were ley lines around Florida. You can see that there is, and you can see how many of them are around in North America and all around the planet. But the other thing is this is just one portion of it. There's much more than what even this image is sharing with us. Okay, so there are multiple people that have also been doing work like me, and okay, there's multiple people that have been doing this work like myself, either unconsciously or unaware that so many of us are called to do this work as well. Okay, I'm gonna see. Sorry about that if the screen got large. Let me just see. Where do they want me to go next? Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hopefully, I'm just sharing this. I'm just doing this for the first time. So hopefully it's all coming out okay. All right. So what I wanted to do was zoom in a little bit to some locations where these ley lines are. So I don't even know if my pointer will work, but I'm up here in British Columbia, Canada. I've done lots of work all the way down the coast, and you can see how many ley lines there are. All right. So there are so many. And what does that mean? That means that there are multiple souls out there like you that are being called to do this type of work in your area. And that's so beautiful to me. So why did they bring this to me right now to start sharing? Because we're kind of in a timeline crunch now. And that's because the timelines for New Earth have changed. They've been, well, it kind of feels like they're escalated now, but in a way, what's happened is the timelines really changed in a big way to awaken more of us to start being on our mission way back in 2020 during the lockdowns. And now, I mean, if you think about it, we're almost in 2024. So with the Arcturians came to me, let me see, I think like the end of September this year, letting me know that I went through a very fast-paced mystery school remembering with the divine goddesses and to start anchoring in the divine goddess codes. However, that's just one piece of it. There's so much work that is required for all of us at this time. That was just one piece of it. That was a piece that they needed me to coordinate with some divine goddesses to get something up and running. And I'll talk a little bit about that as well. But there's so many pieces to this project. So they gave me the name of this is a global leyline galactic upgrade project. And that this is to allow all of us to bring in the evolutionary light codes that are coming in now as well. So that's going to help all of us here. It's going to help the galactics work on what they need to work on because we're our boots on the ground. And it's also going to allow us to have a clearer connection, like a clearer frequency connection with source, with our guides, with the dragons, with everything. And this is like, if we focus on what's happening out there, the drama, which is not always easy because we've had past lives in a lot of these locations and it's very much will hit our heart. But then that's when we have to go through a period of like clearing, healing, and releasing and forgiving as well. Okay. So right now what we're doing is everyone's moving into various pieces of their work. And some souls will be called to work on the old grid system, cleaning up the dark matter, the dark arts, and repairing that system. And that's needed as well. The work that I'm going to be doing is helping to assist and train whoever is called to prepare for the new as well. Okay, to prepare with the Arcturians as well. So let me just see. I'm going to try and see if I can share something. I think I messed everything up, so I'm not sure if I even have it anymore. Okay, I'll just talk about this for now, and then I'll go back to the main map. Okay. All right. For those of you who would like to learn to be a grid keeper and a gatekeeper, so you're going to be receiving information, you're going to be activating and healing and clearing the ley lines in your area, you're going to be preparing so that the galactics, specifically the Arcturians, that they can kind of come in and start anchoring in their portion of the project. Their portion of the project is to prepare for a new Stargate system to be able to be uploaded and activated whenever it's needed. And why is that happening? I'll get into that in a minute as well. But I just wanted to go over, so I've got a bunch of offers on my newsletter right now. And after the newsletter offer's over, it'll still be there. But I just wanted to let you all know that. Okay, so if you wanted to learn to be a grid keeper and a gatekeeper, I'm offering a bundle right now, the quantum alignment bundle and this is like a third option. The quantum alignment bundle is either for you to just elevate your abilities and clear timelines. Beautiful souls have they've manifested a home that they've not ever been able to move into someplace. They've manifested abundance. They've manifested their soul mission or a new job, or you know what I mean. So there have been amazing stories. That's just the quantum alignment Akashic records bundle. So that would be like a personal, like I'm stuck, I need to move forward. There's also a Starseed Blu-ray activation bundle as well, but the third one now is the Earth Grid Tools Quantum Bundle, and this is what I'm talking to you about. So because they gave me a list of things that I'll be offering. So this would be me, a one-on-one training with me through 3 sessions, where you'll also have a quantum healing Akashic reading every session to help with your manifestation and your receiving your downloads from your higher self. But as a Earth Grid Keeper, you're also going to have your chakra system start moving into a Stargate system. I'll go over what ley lines are. I'll review vortexes and Stargates with you. You'll receive tools for grid work, for protection, messages from your star councils for the area that you're in right now, and instructions about what you're to do there. And I'm also going to align you, align your energy field to be a grid keeper. And then there'll be plenty of Q&A time as well. So that's on right now, on offer until the 5th. Okay, so go check that out. If you're called that, you'll have 3 very powerful sessions to get you up and running as well. And then you'll have a deeper understanding if that's going to be part of your soul mission moving forward. But there's so much that needs to be done. As you can see, there's so many ley lines that are available, so you all can help your area. And that was super interesting, because the beautiful soul who shared, people will message me saying, can you please add this as part of your, let me just go back here. Can you please add this as part of your grid work? Yes. There'll be a lot more, I don't know. You might be seeing a whole bunch of things that are open at the bottom. I'm still new to this. So anyway, what I wanted to share with you all is, look at how many ley lines are there. So many of you are being called up to assist with this project. So why I was guided initially to just work with the divine goddesses is because where I am, there's 3 grid systems that were under, let's see, because I'm being guided now to start working and closing dark portals. So there was, as we all know, there was a big thing that happened in Maui on the 8th of August. That was a reminder that that Stargate and that grid system in that area was taken over by the dark arts. So what we're seeing unfold right now is we're being shown which systems are being manipulated, not being fully supported yet. It's all part of our process. And we're being shown quite a few things that are out of control right now. So Hawaii is one of them, where I am, Pacific Northwest, California. So those were the first 3 areas. The reason they asked for the divine goddess codes to come in first was that was the first level of what was needed, the healing that was needed for these areas. But I'm going to be working on other grid projects with all of you as well. And so just stay tuned for that. And that will be, everyone will be invited to that. It's not just Divine Goddess, but that was kind of like an important piece for me to get working on. So we're going to be working on Hawaii on the 9th. And then we're going to be working on the 3rd piece around Mount Shasta in California at the end of November as well. So it's going to be up and running pretty quickly, which is amazing. Then they share this information for me to share with all of you, how much work needs to be done on all of the ley lines and vortexes. And why is that? Because they're preparing a new Stargate system to be activated. So if something, let's say they can't fully repair, which just happened in Maui, then we're doing the foundation work for another energetic high frequency Stargate system to be activated instead. Okay, so that's why I'm working with the Arcturians. That's why I'm working with the evolutionary downloads on the dragons and all of that. And I'm super excited to be able to offer that for all of you as well. Okay, so I just wanted you all to have a visual of how much there is to be done. And in a way, the deadline now is because we're heading into 2024. 2024 and 2025 have always been the big years to have a bunch of things up and running. So what they brought to me is, we've got multiple Stargates on this planet and vortexes and ley lines that have dark portals, that have the Dark Arts team, the TD team, D team they've got them kind of in a holding pattern in the waiting room, and they want to keep them. So I'll give you another example of that is what's been happening over in the Middle East, okay? And then another portion just happened in Mexico. There's also been things that have happened in Canada and Australia. So there's going to be constant repair work that's going to be needed, plus the elevation and the preparing for the new grids. So like I said, there are people out there doing grid work that are just silently doing it like me. They've just been doing it on their own. It was just that they brought to me, especially after the eclipse season, that they had downloaded a bunch of schematics for me, and they've been having me like find ley line maps and remember, so I can share more with all of you. All right. So they're calling the Arcturians, the councils are calling this the Global Ley Line New Earth Project, and I'll be giving you more updates about that as well. And I'll be giving another update around the Hawaii Stargate system after we finish on the 9th as well. Okay. Anyway, I'm super excited. Whoever is called to work with me to be part of this project, or just for your own journey and to find out your soul mission, etc., please check out the newsletter offer. You can contact me below, and I look forward to connecting with all of you. Thank you so much. I hope that this update assisted you all. Please share out if you can. Sending you so much love and aloha from Pink Bella, and take care, everyone. Aloha for now.